Uh, yeah, my fault. I'm talking to Remy as we speak, as we go live.
Oh, okay. Yo,
What's going on, fellas?
what's up, man?
Much. Right.
Yeah,
Season finale. Season finale. You dig?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of shit going on. We was pre-finale last night with
You know what I mean?
Chuck's fan club.
Yo.
Yeah. I didn't even catch where they were from.
Dude said Ireland.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely was
Yeah,
straight
matter
from
of fact,
Ireland.
hold up.
They were straight from Ireland.
Let me see something.
You know, we had DJ
Here
Dex
we
fill
go.
in at Chuck's replacement yesterday, so he came out there with the bucket hat. It's,
Yeah,
you know,
we
cool little spot.
Nah, shout out to the homie Dex, man.
yeah. And
Definitely.
for those that don't know, this is Chuck's fan club right here. They're like, where's Charlie Hustle? They came ripping beers over to us and all types of shit.
Hey yo. Oh
But yeah,
man,
nah,
that
last
was
night
Oh,
was
man.
cool, man. Like
nah,
I need those type of nights, those 6 to 11s. I'm too old to be out past 11 anymore, man. I'd be at the bar or at the club, whatever it is, falling asleep. I came home and knocked out.
Yeah, it takes some
you.
days to kind of recover from being out on a weeknight.
Yeah, that was
Man.
a lot of people when I talked to them, like it was like, oh, it's a weeknight. So, getting
Right.
sitters and then having to
Yeah.
work tomorrow and you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So but we still had a good turnout. You know what I
No,
mean?
we definitely still had a good turnout. So appreciate everybody for pulling up with us at our Howl at the Moon last night.
Word. Definitely a good
Sat there and watched the game. You know what I mean? And the food. I mean, like spots
Yeah,
like that again. You can, but I guess you can't really mess up like certain kind of bar foods. Like I feel like some things you're supposed to be able to get right. And that wings was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I mean,
spots like that.
most stuff that you fry, you really can't mess up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Unless you burn the hell out of it.
yeah.
Because I definitely, first time, me, Dex, and my best friend Will all lived together on Dakota Street in our I think we was like 22, 23, something like that.
Okay.
And I had a hot little date, you know what I mean? Like I was like, yo, come over, I'm gonna cook for you. I'm like, I want to fry some fish. Never did the shit before in my life. Never fried nothing before in my life. And I ain't know no better, so I turned the fire up on the grease mad high, right? To like warm the grease up. I dropped that fish in that grease. That shit said, all types of smoke in the house. That shit was burnt like a motherfucker. I was like, yo, good thing I bought a bunch of fish because like the first 2-3 pieces got fucked up from that, and then I had to like chill. Like I figured it out. Like I was like, oh, the grease was too hot, I guess. So I had to warm it up slower and cook it that way. So I was like, all right, cool. But now, shit, I'm a fish frying fool. I'll be frying the hell out of some fish and grits.
Nice. redemption.
Yeah, word. You gotta learn trial and error, you know?
No, that's
Especially
a fact.
when your mother don't let you in the kitchen my mother was not, I would just be in the way. Her and my sister be burning it down. I'm like just in the way trying to eat everything while they cooking.
Mm. Oh man. Shout out to Capo. He's on the road right now.
Yeah, him and Hype.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I just got up. He actually checked in real quick before we went live, just to apologize to our guests and to us, like for him not being able to make it tonight. So
yeah, man, it's all good. You know,
yeah.
So the what do I say? What's our name? The BBD version of Spar Minds can hold it down. You know, so Ralph and Bobby, y'all sit this one out tonight. We got this.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, did y'all see the shit with this fool Donald Trump guilty on all charges?
Yeah.
All charges.
Now, what does that mean?
He gonna be a felon. I saw this dude was, and I saw a video. A guy was like, "Yo, if he's a felon and is allowed to be president, they need to take felon off of all job applications, all apartment applications,
Right.
any other applications, because if the highest position in the country can be a felon, then every other, everything else should be able to be a felon." So, and a lot of these guys are felons by happenstance. I mean, mind you, of course, there's guys out there that do bullshit, but some guys it's on a technicality, on happenstance, wrongfully convicted, stuff like that, and it's just on their record, and then they can't get ahead because everything that they apply for, if they don't check felon, they're lying, and then if they do check felon, they're like, we're not hiring any felons. So,
which is terrible.
So
that's a whole other ball game.
So does that mean jail time comes behind that?
You know what? I would think so.
I mean, because I mean, you being charged as a felon, but there's nothing. That's kind of wild.
Yeah, that's 36 counts of. I don't know like what all the charges are exactly. I'm not a big politics guy, so I don't know exactly what all the charges are. But I know he was found guilty on every last one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
and my boy recorded. My boy recorded it, like as they're going down them each count on TV. I think it was on CNN. It's like guilty in red. I was like, for some reason, watching all of those light up red was very gratifying for me. Maybe because of who it was. Get Trump the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
he's 73 or not.
He trying to run again, so we gonna see what happens with all that. We're gonna see what happens.
What happens if they lock him up, dude? Is he not able to run and Biden automatically wins, or do the Republicans get to nominate someone else and they run against them? I don't know what happens.
I'm not 100% versed in this type of conversation, so
yeah, and I'm not ashamed of saying it, but I mean, yeah, I'm not a big politics guy. It kind of pisses me off because one of the things he said, because he was found guilty, if he was found innocent, he would have been praising the court system, but he said, yo, we're operating in a corrupt government. I'm like, wait a minute. No shit, for one. Number two, weren't you part of that corrupt government and you want to run it again so you can be corrupt again? So what are you complaining about?
Yeah, definitely.
You mad because you got convicted by the government, the same government you were part of. I don't.
It's crazy world we live in. Crazy world we live in, man. Totally crazy world though. But how are you guys otherwise though, man? How's your week? Everything good? Season's coming to an end. How you feel about everything, man, this season?
I think the season went really well. Like we tried some new stuff. We had the ladies' night. We had the brunch.
Yeah, the takeover
finale party. And we got some new things on the horizon for the summer. We had our first ad. It was a season of a lot of firsts for us. So I think like we're growing. So I think season 9 was big for us. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like as far as growing as a brand, not so much in volume or stuff like that, just like being more versed in different things. You know what I mean? Touching different areas of like the game.
No, I think the season went real well. A lot of good shows, a lot of good guests this year. But I'm looking forward to my vacation. I'm definitely looking forward to my vacation. But it won't be like we'll be on vacation. We'll still be out running around. Probably kind of like what we did last season. Maybe jump in on a couple other podcasts. Just to be out there a little bit. But yeah. Kind of looking forward to taking a little bit of time off though. So
yeah, this is probably our lowest season in terms of the amount of guests we had on. Not like in prior seasons. I'm not sure if that wasn't by design, but you know what I mean. At least in the past few, definitely. At least in the past few.
Yeah, it might be.
This is probably one of the lowest. You know what I mean? So and that was cool too because we still had good things that we talked about.
Now, do we count the ladies' night ladies as guests, or because they basically kicked us off the damn show and took over?
I mean, that was a takeover, man. It was a takeover. You know, shout out to the ladies. They did a great job that night too.
Definitely.
You know, so shout out to Poca, Jay, and Remy.
Definitely got a lot of praise from that, and we got some other stuff like in the works. Other podcasts, things we're trying to do, and events coming up. We got the Father's Day brunch we're doing, right?
Father's Day brunch. Yeah. On Father's Day at Casa de Pain.
Yeah.
I mean,
we were trying to do the mixer on the night or day of the Tyson fight, but now the Tyson fight has been postponed, right, man?
Yeah, Tyson fight, man. So, you know, glad to see that Mike is doing you know, he's in better spirits, but he had an ulcer on a plane. They had to have an emergency landing, something crazy. So Mike's getting up there, man. You know what I mean? You know, so we want Mike to be around as long as, you know, he can. So, you know, I had to take this time off for this fight. He was definitely looking forward to it. You know what I mean? That was gonna be, you know, part of you know, the mixer we want to have in July. Again at Casa de Pain, shout out to Pain. You know what I mean?
We might still do it. I think we should still probably do it that same day, July.
D.
Dion.
Do it again on July 20th. You know what I mean? What's up, Deanna? I almost got pan-seared in her group earlier for a comment I made, but
oh shit.
But
following in Chuck's footsteps.
Nah, it wasn't as volatile, I guess, as a Chuck comment. It was.
No, here you go. It must have been. It must have been, man.
What was the topic? Was does sex cloud people's judgment? I said it does cloud people's judgment when picking a partner. It does cloud people's judgment, and I said this is the part where I probably get pan-seared. Like it clouds people's judgment, especially women, because women have a hard time isolating their feelings from sex, where guys kind of don't, for the most part.
It's definitely some. It's probably rare breeds. It's some rare breeds that probably can make that separation. But it's definitely a few.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm about to get pan-seared. Shockingly, I haven't yet, but
you didn't? Okay. All right. You good. Nah, these group is usually good though. They don't really usually get pan-seared too many people. You know what I mean? In there.
Yeah.
So it ain't too bad, man.
Oh, and then we forgot the most important part of the summer, the premiere of All Love.
Oh my God!
Oh,
yeah. You already know, man.
I can't wait for that. That's August 3rd.
August 3rd.
I got my tickets.
Yep, got my tickets. Arlington Capitol Theater. You know, one night only, man. One night only. Night only. So it's gonna be a really dope night. Super looking forward to it. You know what I mean? You know, we remember those conversations, you know, that we was having behind the scenes, like when this first, you know what I mean, he was talking to us about it, and now it's like, yo, this is really happening, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word up.
Hey, get y'all tickets and get y'all outfits, because everybody that I talked to talking how fly they coming. I just ordered my tux, so
nice.
It ain't gonna be nothing simple. I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to walk down the red. If I'm gonna be doing the red carpet thing, I gotta be fly. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I dig it. And for people that are not in the film, if you jump on the red carpet, we have security ready to knock you off.
Yo, come on, Doc. Yo, you know. So yeah, August 3rd, Capitol Theaters. Arlington, go get your tickets on Eventbrite. All Love, the movie, one night only.
Hey.
One night only. And speaking of one night only,
hey yo, Donut White, no muzzle. Sparring Minds live every Friday. Let's go. Look, it's Sparring Minds. If you don't know the name, look us up. You know it's all facts when you got Chef Maine cooking up a couple of brothers who know all about the struggle. Black excellence, you know we just work hard and hustle. Whenever you want that urban talk, you know we keep it real. Mr. Maritime on the mic, yeah, you know the deal is real life. Hotel High Tower bringing you the feel. DJ Payne, keep it 100. Matter of fact, keep it a mill. Let's go.
Come on, man. Hey, StreamYard, get y'all shit together. Don't make me write no fucking letters. What the hell was that just now? She just paused. I'm like, what the fuck? When is she gonna play? I hit the shit like 20 minutes ago.
Don't start your shit.
Yo. Oh, a couple people. Oh, the link for the tickets. I think it's on the Sparring Minds page.
Yeah.
No, Deanna, you and Will need to be here. Fly y'all asses up for August 3rd and get here for the premiere. This is for, and Tasha, this is for the premiere of All Love, the movie that Chuck wrote, directed, all that. So it came out really nice. Like, as far as, from what I seen, I was on set for, I want to say like 5 different scenes, and that was just a minimum. Like, he was doing his thing for like a year, getting it right. So tickets, they're selling out. I think the theater only holds like 200 and something people, and like early on, it was already half gone. So I had to rush it.
Word. Like, that's why I stopped bullshitting and just grabs. Like, that's why I stopped bullshitting. Like, you know what? I'm fucking around and wait till the last minute and be asked out, yo. Like, nah, definitely get your tickets, man.
So real quick, I'm gonna do something Chuck normally does, and that's go off script, right? Since this is the finale, right? And we're talking about All Love. For those that haven't seen the trailer, we're gonna go into the trailer real quick.
Yes, sir.
Being dramatic.
Dramatic? Wow, Chris. For some stupid and don't know how to work a phone, and now I'm being too dramatic? You were the first person that I called to share that moment of excitement with. And what were you doing?
Shall we?
Oh my God, you coming out here stunting on us? Like we all got C-suite fiancés, bitch. What?
Please, I'm starting to feel like I don't have one either.
Chris, hella disrespectful. That's my bitch.
I'm so tired of this shit.
I'm close. I'm so close.
If you see Tiana, let her know that I want to see her.
Wow.
Care for a little nightcap?
Goodbye, Chris. He's all yours, Keith.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
You already
First,
know.
I can't wait to be in the tux, but I more so can't wait for the movie. So
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of waiting, we've had some people waiting backstage for a couple minutes now.
Yeah.
So as y'all can see,
the temperature's about to go up. The temperature's about to go up a little bit.
And as y'all can see at the bottom, the name of tonight's episode is Men Lie, Women Lie. So of course we can't have men lie, women lie, and not have any women on the show to combat
lying, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
So ladies, no, so ladies. Please.
Oh, see, you trying to take Chuck's place tonight?
No. Not with these two, yo. Not with these two in particular. Hell no. Oh,
So,
boy.
without further ado, we'd like to welcome for the second time on our show. Is this our second time or third time? I think it's our second time. Miss Tori Visage.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Yeah, I'm cool.
What's up, Tori?
How you doing?
Right.
Also from Heat 98.1 and from Our Ladies Night episode, Miss Remy in the City.
Hey.
What's up,
Remy.
people? What y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Stop.
Chilling. Actually, not feeling too bad after last night. I thought I was going to be dragging ass all damn day.
Last night was a vibe.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
definitely.
myself. Hey, Miss Tori.
How you doing, Remy?
Good, thank you. What we doing? Because this one gonna get spicy. I'm ready.
Yo,
Yeah.
super.
Hey,
Super. Capo checking in.
I'm kind of Capo, and he's a little upset because this show was kind of his brainchild, right? So, and the idea of it was to attack common lies that are told in relationships from a gender perspective. So, lies that men feel women tell in relationships, and they don't got to be whoppers. They can be little lies that people feel are harmless, but are actually kind of toxic, and vice versa. Like men feel women tell certain lies, and women feel men tell certain lies, or whatever. So the first one I wanted to get into was, this is a simple one. The one I thought of. Well, Chuck thought of this one, but I agreed with him, and I felt like since he's not on the show, we should address this one. Is it's fine, I'm fine. When a woman says it's fine, like you're going out with your homies and she's like, she doesn't want you to go, but she says it's fine, and then she has an attitude for the next week or two behind it, or
That's one of the worst.
Or I'm fine when she's really not. Like you ask her if she's okay, and she's pissed off about something you did like 2 hours ago that you done forgot all about, and she's like, I'm fine, but she really isn't. So ladies, our question to you is, why do women do that? And do you feel like that is a common thing that women do often? And do you do it?
It's like, do we breathe? Like, I mean, Okay, okay. First, if I may speak for myself, if it's okay for me to just jump in. I feel like I do that based on how frustrated I am, because sometimes I'll just speak my mind, because I'm kind of like one of them straight to the point people. If I say it's fine, I must really be bothered about it, like, and I just don't know how to address it at that moment, like, because I know, speaking for myself, I can be a little feisty, so my mouth can go. So it's like, maybe I need to talk about this later. All right, it's fine, it's cool, but it's not fine.
So for me, it's tone. Like, it's tone. It's how it's perceived. Like, if you know, for me, if you know that there was something in the middle of you planning on, or in the middle of you making plans to go do something with your friends or whatever, like if we got into it, or we just had a disagreement and it hasn't been settled, and instead of coming home and settling the disagreement, you're like, oh, I'm about to go over Tyrone. Okay. Okay. But if we had a good day and we chilling, you know what I'm saying? And either I already have plans with my girls, or I just have plans on staying home, and you want to go out with the guys, you're like, hey, I'm going out with the guys and shit. I could be like, all right, cool. I'll talk to you later. Like, it's a different tone. You got to kind of be able to read the room and assess like where she's at. If there was a disagreement and y'all haven't fixed it first, then yeah, it's fine. I'm okay. It's cool. Go ahead. We good. You're not good. It's just now going to be a bigger problem when you get home.
Well, see,
Mm-hmm.
So I say this to my female friends, my daughters, and a lot of females I know often. And the fellas are probably going to look at me like I'm crazy when I say this, but on a whole, we're fucking idiots. We cannot read between the lines. If it's not fine, say it's not fine. Say, or you could say it's fine. We'll
Speak
discuss
for yourself,
it later.
buddy.
You can say, no, but
yourself
you can say it's fine. We'll talk about it later. That we'll talk about it later is the disclaimer. It's not really fine. It's just okay for right now. I don't feel like going into it.
But when do y'all not become idiots?
When do we not become idiots? I mean, all of us aren't idiots. I mean,
I'm asking him. He's the one that said it.
In general, it's just part of the DNA.
We can
I
do
just
some
want you to
stupid
know
shit.
that I'm
We
going
can
to
do
pull
some
that
stupid
clip, and I'm going to play that clip all the time now because that
Hey,
was a big revelation. That was huge.
I tell women that. I tell my female friends that when I'm giving them advice all the time, when they're like, "Oh, why can't he read between the lines?" Because we're idiots. We don't read well.
But the expectation of us to read well,
Boom.
the expectation of us to read well, and this is generation on generation, you're still requiring these women to read well or to read in between the lines. Oh, he's having a bad day. Let me shift some shit around at home so that way we can turn his. Y'all are expecting us to do that, but then we're supposed to say, oh, well, he's just fucking stupid. So let me talk to him like I'm talking to a fourth grader about my feelings, but he's 40 something years old. At some point, y'all have to be able to try to assess the situation. If you know prior to whatever other plans you have that there was a situation, you shouldn't have to read in between the lines when you know that there was a problem prior to whatever other plans that you're making.
But I mean, sometimes it's not a problem though.
Men will build a mountain on not being able to read between the lines. They'll build a whole case around it. Well, why couldn't you just say it?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like what
nicely the first time. Then when you're angry and you're frustrated, that seems to me in my experience, and I say it a little bit more forward. Let's use a nice word, a little bit more forward. Then that's when you hear me, and then it's like, well, why you got an attitude? Time out, sir. I said it nicely 3 days ago. Why didn't you hear me then?
But see, that's only in the case where there's a prior problem. Sometimes there's not even a prior problem. Sometimes it's just she doesn't want you to go out, or she's not okay with something at that moment in time, and then, oh no, it's fine.
I have to jump into an unpopular opinion real quick. And this is speaking to the ladies. And this is even something that I had to come to terms with that's tough. Y'all got to let your men go outside. Like, you have to let your men go out with their friends and not always make a big deal about it. And I know it's tough because maybe somewhere inside of you, you're harboring a little bit of insecurity or whatever. And that's based on y'all relationship. But y'all got to let your men go outside. Like, you have to let them just be men.
I agree, because I don't want you around me every fucking day.
It's not healthy. Yeah, it's not healthy for you to be around each other.
Go outside, go make friends.
It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her go out, hang with her friends, or whatever the case may be, and then you have those times where you leave the guys, hang out with them. It's Capo say.
Because women be lying.
First of all, time out. Hold on. Because he clearly wants to smoke, and we only been here for about 5 minutes.
Listen, he can get all the fire.
Right, hello.
He's gonna be on plus 10 since he's not on the show.
Y'all got the right ones on here tonight.
Listen, I'll set the GPS straight to the bullshit if you want to. Like, what women be lying?
We got
if y'all are the originators, Adam supposedly came first, right? Oh, okay.
We got a couple of comments on this. Deanna said, add okay to that list. When I say okay, it is not ever okay.
See, with that one, it depends for me. Like, sometimes I choose my battles. So sometimes I'll just be like, okay, because I just really don't care. Like, it's not that serious to me. But that's true. Sometimes okay is like, boy, okay.
Now that one I can read. That sounds like a warning. That tone sounds like that one is easy to read.
Yeah, you got the tone on that one, definitely.
That's what it is. That one is the one that you need to double back and be like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. That's the one you need to spin around for, because that's the one where she's really not okay.
But also,
women are I can't. I'm not speaking for myself. Some women are docile in some spaces. You know, they're not aggressive. So they might say okay and really just not be okay. And you don't get that. Okay, you might not get that. So you have to know your woman.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely gotta know, but you also gotta be able to read the room too. Definitely gotta know how to read the room.
Please read the room.
Definitely
Can y'all just work on reading the room? Like all 2024 and beyond, read the room, please.
But also, you can't hold that tone until he's got one foot out the door going where the hell he's going. Like, you got to say that before then, because some people are like, all right, I'm already dressed. I'm out the door. I'll deal with this when I get back home. If you say it before he gets ready.
Right, and good luck. Like, the thing is you've already read the tone.
You know we're not feeling it.
Hopefully at the end of the night you come home, you know what I mean, try to get you some buns and try to get back in the
It don't work that way. We're women. We hold grudges.
Yo, what?
What? Child.
Yo.
You want me to be cool when you get home? You didn't talk.
First of all, let's get real. When I'm mad at my man, it's dry. I'm not, it's a dry vibe. I'm not feeling you. And
you gonna walk home.
So hours later, he can't get nothing later on when he comes home.
You're gonna walk in the house, you're gonna hear Keisha Cole.
I wouldn't even expect it.
I always thought makeup sex was the best sex.
That's when the both of y'all agree.
Well, we gotta argue first, because that's when it gets good.
You gotta get it out.
We gotta argue first.
Yeah,
you gotta argue way to the bedroom.
Hold up.
That's where the men
are doing too much now.
On some baby boy shit. You gotta argue on some baby boy
shit. No, that's not on some baby boy shit, but just on the sense of we have to, at some point, we have to meet together. We have to meet here in the middle. You can't be here and me down here and you think, oh, well, I'm cool. You're right. You want some dick? No, like, it's not going to work that way. Like, we have to meet here in order for, and we have to experience that high and low, or the high or the low, whichever comes first, and come back to a medium, and then you can get some coochie. But you got to meet eye level. If we're not meeting eye level, I don't know how y'all fuck through that, because I can't. Like,
can we admit that there's really an extreme distinction in the way that women and men approach things, and I think that communication is a major key. Like, some people, and I get this from guys a lot, and it makes me so angry, because at your big old age, you're still telling me you can't communicate. It's like, so don't talk to me when you want some pussy then, because that's
communicate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Hold on. So that goes back to, so Hightower said women want direct communication, so why not offer it also? That goes to the why say I'm fine if you're not. I think that's what he's referring to. So if you want direct communication, then direct communication should go the other way with the, oh, if it's not fine, don't say I'm fine.
No, I agree. That's why, like one of y'all said, it really depends on the situation, you know, and it also depends on you knowing who your woman is. Like, some women are a little bit more passive than others. Some women have probably made it clear that there's a problem, and you're just not seeing that there's a problem. To you, it may be something that is minuscule. It might not even be something that you may deem is important or worth being upset about, but she deems it worthy of being upset about. And if you're not seeing it there, and y'all are not getting on the same level for you to be like, okay, this is not my feeling, but I understand and I empathize with how you're feeling, or whatever the case may be. If you're not able to do that, to where you're seeing where her point of view and where she's coming from, and vice versa, because this happens on the other side as well, then yeah, you're going to get that response. Because it's not important to you, or because it's not something that you would necessarily get upset about, it's easier for you to be like, I'm gonna go about my day. Meanwhile, she's sitting here like, so he doesn't fucking get it, huh? I'm just talking to myself, huh? Like now all of a sudden he doesn't understand what the fuck mad. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
So I got a couple more comments about, actually, yeah, a few more comments about this. That drives me crazy. Rich says all that needs to be done is simply, I'm okay. I don't want to talk about it right now as I'm gathering my thoughts. We can discuss later. How hard is that to do?
It's not hard. But also depends on the relationship.
Yeah,
and some people don't have the attitude or temperament to say something that calm.
Patience.
Yeah, some people need some time.
Yeah.
Some people need therapy.
You say some people. Facts.
Could be a heat of the moment type of thing. So yeah, it could be too.
Ooh, child, Alexis, baby.
Oh, ma'am, yes. Oh, shout to that.
No, men, we are stupid. We're logical, but we're stupid.
That doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense because we're logical because we can think things out.
No, you're logical, but you play stupid.
We can't read between the lines. We can think things out, but we can't read between the lines.
No,
Like,
you're logical, but you play stupid. Y'all know how to, apply logic when it makes sense for you.
No, I'm telling. Trust me. All right, what? Your man's gonna do something, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, he's a fucking idiot." Like he was not lying. Like, and he won't know any better. Trust me. Hightower says women are.
Take a deep breath with that one. Temperamental. Wow, we just getting shot. Listen, ladies, can y'all come in the
Just expect this tonight, girl. Expect it. That's why I got tequila.
Hello, men are more literal. I'm more literal in my relationship, I can say. I need to go back to that women are temperamental. In my opinion, men can be more temperamental than women.
Really? I've seen it.
I've seen it happen too many times because I've seen it happen so many times that, let's say, for instance, we have to swap experience and something was done to me and I handled it a certain way.
Yeah.
But then I do the same thing and I get my little lick back. You going and crying in the car, you have a temper tantrums, you can't breathe through your nose. Like, men can be way more emotionally responsive when things happen to them. But for us, that was 3 days ago. That was 3 years ago. That was 3 weeks ago. It's time for you to get over it. But let us turn the tables a little bit. I've seen some things where men really struggle to get over something that they already put us through.
What's an example of that?
Oh, man. So, men lie, women lie. A man could tell a little white lie about what he did after work because he know his woman would feel like, why didn't you just call me or whatever. So he'll tell a little white lie, not a big lie.
Yeah.
What up, Machiavelli? He'll tell a little white lie, but then if the truth comes out, okay, so why'd you lie about it? I don't know. It was stupid. I was bugging. I don't even know why I lied. It was dumb. Okay. Let's turn the tables and let a woman tell a little white lie. Our little white lie in y'all minds turns into a whole storyline because y'all start overthinking about what we really might have done instead of whatever the little white lie was. Like, I've seen men get so mad. No, you didn't. You're lying. You're lying. Then they just foaming. And this thing, the conversation goes on for weeks because they'll bring it up over and over and over again, but they expect the past.
That's a great observation. I'm
telling, I've seen it.
I mean, I think we all have certain expectations from each other, the opposite sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just have certain things we just expect to happen. So I think depending on the situation and how it's going, then yeah.
It all comes down to leaving your partner.
Yeah.
I think we all have a lot of things that we need to unlearn. When it comes to dealing with relationships, especially relationships in today's time, especially when we're dealing with us as Black men and Black women. I think our the biggest wedge in between a lot of our relationships is communication. And we don't know how to communicate and we don't know how to put our feelings aside to be logical. And we don't know how to put our logic aside to be able to be empathetic towards somebody else's feelings. So, therapy.
That's where my, white lie, lie comes in. Like, why do women say, let's talk, but then, they don't want to talk about nothing. They really don't want to talk about it. They want to hear you go off. And then, when you want to hear what they have to say about it, it's like, no, I don't want no more of it. And they just walk off. They don't speak about it.
Like specific. That sounds real specific. You should try to tell us what was going on. Let us help you dissect it.
Oh, hey, listen. I've been in my years. There's been yeah. Let's talk. Then there's no talk.
I think honestly that is a defense mechanism. If we're gonna, I don't see that as a huge general thing, but I do see it a lot. I see it enough. And excuse me, I'm one of those people that I'm one of those women, or I used to be one of those women. And a lot of that is a defense mechanism, especially when you have dealt with some type of trauma and you don't want your reaction, you don't want to be the reactor. You don't want your reaction to be bigger than it's supposed to be. You don't want your reaction to end up being the reason why a good thing fails, if it's a good thing. So me personally, from somebody who has been through a shit ton of shit, thank God for therapy. But prior to therapy, if I didn't walk away and you got me irate enough, my reaction is bigger than it needs to be. And it could come off as abusive. And if you know the type of person that you are, you don't want that to be a part of your story, you walk away. You know, so now, you know, that's why you're probably going to hear me say therapy a lot tonight, but
I love it. Please.
I feel like it's such a defense mechanism, because at this point, why is it hard for you to hold this conversation? Because now it's no longer becoming something that you can speak about. Now it's affecting you physically. And it's affecting you physically enough where you feel like you have to walk away from the situation. The only time I feel like I got to walk away from a situation is because I know I'm about to smack the dog shit out of you. So I don't want to get there.
Please
and I
don't.
Feel like
I think, you know what, people that are in married relationships, and then there's a distinction, like people that are in married relationships, and I think that you have a responsibility to your partner to want to be better. Some people just don't get along, and you need to break up and go your separate ways and find somebody that wants to deal with your shit. But like married couples, I think, should really introduce couples therapy if they have like one of those things that they just a hump that they just can't get over. Because I'm a firm believer, and I'm not married, so I'm saying this out of kind of like speculation, but I'm saying that like sometimes even in regular relationships, there's things that you can't get over that fester. They kind of get moldy. You know what I mean? They're unresolved, and every time you get a little frustrated or you're triggered, that old funky issue is still there because you haven't dealt with it, and it'll come up and add some more, you know what I mean, a little bit more frustration. So I really think couples therapy, even if you're in a committed relationship a long time, couples therapy is probably something that people should look into. You know what I mean?
Therapy period is something that people should be looking at.
No, for real. Have one for yourself. Have one for yourself. Have one for your relationship. Have one for your family.
Your kids, yeah. We are the most, I believe we're very unhealed. You know what I mean? And sometimes we come into relationships unhealed, and then we're bringing a whole lot with us that person may or may not deserve. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like,
absolutely.
They don't deserve that.
So just to wrap that particular topic up, and that ends pretty well, because while we're talking about relationships, the next topic is this one. I'm not ready for a relationship. So I believe that was yours, Tori, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to go into that?
Yeah. So I think my biggest, like the thing that rips my nips. Rips my nips is when men will have these engagements with women where there's so much energy being shifted between each other, a lot of intimacy, a lot of quality time, and all of this stuff that's happening. And then you start to feel like, oh, she's building feelings. Let me tell her, yo, I just want to let you know, I'm just trying to vibe and see what's up. I'm not ready for a relationship. And then like 2-3 weeks later, he posted his girlfriend on motherfucking Facebook. And it's like, I feel like a lot of men are very selfish when it comes to certain needs, because if you know that I'm not the partner for you, Don't and you can say that you're not ready for a relationship or whatever, but let's not sugarcoat it. I'm not the one you want to be with.
Yeah.
You not her. Tell me I'm not tell me I'm not her. Don't, but then the problem that I have is because I've said this before and people be like, oh, well then we do that and next thing you know, y'all acting funny or y'all distant. Duh.
Yeah.
Like, of course we're gonna be distant because you've made it clear that this is what you want, and I'm not the one that's gonna be able to give it to you.
Ooh, child.
So why not make space for a nigga that want me instead of wasting my time until you find the chick that wants you? And now I'm sitting here crying over old pictures and shit that I done got on my phone. all the meals that I cooked.
The way men bait and breadcrumb. This is a segment. Okay,
bait and breadcrumb. Wow.
I'm gonna give y'all some terminology.
That's a great term.
Get your notebook.
Get your pencils and your paper out because I'm gonna give y'all some tactics that men use far too often. I'm absolutely sick of. And that one, the bait and switch. That bait and switch, it happens far too often. Oh my God, come on now. And breadcrumbing is a big thing. But listen.
What is breadcrumbing?
But leading you on basically. That's all it is.
Gotcha.
You're going into a trap, basically.
Because it's diabolical. Okay.
No, go ahead, because we're not gonna act like it's just men that do that, but
it's definitely not just men.
Go ahead. But go ahead.
I can only speak from my perspective.
I've seen more women completely attempt to shift their entire world around just to be able to try to get the man that they want.
Yeah.
Men will come to you as they are most of the time, but still have that, like you said, that breadcrumbing. Like, I'm still gonna give you this. I'm still gonna give you this. I'm still gonna give you this, but. And then when it switches and he's with who he wants to be with, and now Shorty's irate. Shorty's posting all of the screenshots. She's doing this, that, and the third. And you're like, well, I told her I didn't want a girlfriend. No, you didn't tell her you didn't want a girlfriend. You told her you didn't want a girlfriend. You didn't tell her that she wasn't the one you was looking for. Yeah, and sometimes, like y'all say in the last segment, be straightforward. Those are one of the things to really be straightforward about, because we're going to talk about women, because I know it's going to come up, women being emotional, women being, territorial, women wanting to, put their stank on shit. You know this about women, but then if that means you're not going to get ill ass meal every night, you're not going to get coochie when you want it, you're not going to be able to borrow her car no more, then you're not going to tell her what it is off the rip.
So should he have said, hey, I'm dating the both of y'all, I'm trying to figure out who I want to be with?
Hell yeah.
Why not? I've done that before.
Hell yeah.
I've done that before.
Let me make the choice to say I'm either going to.
But then that messes up his scheme of things.
Scheme being the operative word.
Right.
Exactly. Scheme.
As Chuck was saying,
in order for me to figure this out, I need both of these people to be on the same page.
But what was it like before you got to the cooch though? Like, how did it get to that point where you guys dating before that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you meet each other and just start having sex, or like what was going on? What was the build up to it? Like, how did it just get to that point?
I wasn't really including sex. It was just more of the intimacy that's being
like different shit, like the girlfriend
coming off back and forth.
Time together, right?
The time being spent, the conversations on the phone, the everybody's all into emojis nowadays, the emojis and the heart eyes and just that quality time. Y'all are going out, he's taking you out, she's investing her time as well. And my thing is, we talk about wanting to have these tight, close-knit relationships with men and women, but we're leading other people on to get what we want until we get to where we want to be. And that's not fair to the other person.
Yeah,
definitely not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. No, I was saying, as going back to what I was saying about it not being just men that do that, women do it as well, because I've witnessed it from my own perspective, and I've seen other people go through it. Women will get a guy that's a gentleman, doing all the things that she wants. Yeah, she's going on dates with him and stuff like that, but she's not really like getting together with him. Then she'll friend zone him and be saying, I need a man that's doing all the things this guy was doing for her. And then she'll get with someone, and then that person's not doing it. You know what I mean? Or if that person is doing it, she basically wanted that stuff, just not from them. So that could be what the same situation with the guy, like you said, but say it up front. Don't drag people as far as you can and get as much out of them as you can without expressing like, okay.
I agree with that, but I see more women saying, hey, listen, this is not really what I'm doing right now. And niggas will throw the fact that they got money. Like, oh, I could take care of you. I could do this. I could do that. I've seen it. I've seen it done to me 1,000 times. Like, no, I'm trying to be me and do me on me, and motherfuckers will be like, well, let me just do this. Let me do that. The amount of men that I've seen in a plethora of women's inboxes who have already shown the type of women that they are, who have been very upfront with, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, blah, 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 and have not shown you the time of day. And you will continue. Hey, good morning. Grand rising. Good morning, queen. Let's do this, queen. And you will ignore them. I can show you. You will ignore them, and they will keep going until they will keep throwing the line. They will keep throwing the line with the bait until they get that catch. They'll keep throwing it.
Jesus. Honestly, thirsty men are too easy to be manipulated, and sometimes they beg for it. I think that sometimes they actually want it so that they can even get a dose of attention. It's embarrassing. If you've been talking to yourself in my DM for 3 years, brother, you're actually the problem. Because if I jump in, and I'm not like this, but some people are divisive. If you look like a victim, you will be victimized by people who are looking for somebody to use. I think that women just have to be a little bit. Women, men, let me not do that.
Yeah, both
we
sides.
We need to be a little bit more intelligent about the way we approach things, because we can accept something 5 times, and on the 6th time, now we're mad about it and making a big deal. You shouldn't have accepted it the first time, because now people a level of comfort and patterns that you want broken, but you're not breaking them, and it's confusing. But it's a hot mess out here, and I just wish that we could all we kind of fantasize this perfect world where nobody plays games. Everything about relationships starts with games. I believe that in some capacity. It may not be unhealthy games or toxic, but it's a little cat and mouse. That's a part of a relationship, I think. You know what I mean? You're testing the waters to see if that person is for you or not. You know what I mean? If you put them in a certain scenario, how they're gonna deal with it. If you ask them for money, are they going to give it to you? If you need them to be passionate, people play little games to try to figure out how to get their person to do what they want. I just believe that that's a thing. I believe it.
Got to be careful, because you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
That's right. But can we at least admit? Can we collectively admit that? And they may not be toxic games or games that hurt a person, but can we admit that we do play a little bit of games?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
for sure.
I just needed to hear a consensus, because if anybody here said no, you a whole ass.
You knock it off.
I don't.
You hear this dude up here? No, I don't.
I don't.
Fuck out of here.
What kind of I don't get, if I want you, I let you know, yo, I like you. What games am I gonna play? I don't get it. What am I supposed to do? Not.
Yeah, but you're not gonna go, I like you, and then tomorrow say, will you marry me?
Oh no, but I mean that doesn't mean I'm playing games. I'm getting to know them.
The little quests, that's why she said they could not be toxic. The little quests that you go on to determine whether that person is your person or not. It's still a game. It's not, it may not
things
be
you're doing.
It's not with ill intention. If your intention is to, to really like
do well by this person,
involve them into your life, then it's still a play of cat and mouse.
Because sometimes you have to. Selling things too straight is a little boring. Sometimes you have to be a little spicy, a little funny, play little things that kind of get somebody's attention when they're not giving you any. Like, I'm not talking about malicious things that will hurt a person, hurt their feelings, or, you know what I mean? Make them mistrust you. But I'm talking about like the little things, like little things. I didn't submit my topic. And I didn't even know we were supposed to.
Well, so we'll wrap that one up. We still got 2 more on the docket, and then we'll get to yours. So the next one I have on is It's Yours.
It's yours. Yo.
Yeah.
Listen.
So, I believe that was Maine's.
We some hip hop heads.
Listen. And we was talking about this last night. I was like, yeah, I definitely got to carry this one over into today. Why do I guess it's more for the men, because I guess it could be for both, but why would you say or ask a woman, is it mine, right? Or, you know what I mean, like whose is it, and then her response is it's yours. Oh baby, it's yours, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And it's just really not. It's just probably your turn. So
it's
like,
your turn.
You know what I mean? Just your turn. It's your turn.
You gotta get that little like that little.
Oh shit!
I'm just saying. So what's the reason for that?
All is fun and sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what happens there stays there.
What happens there stays there. Like, I think women answering that question for men, is a power trip. It's a power trip. I love that. Don't say you don't love it, because you love it. Because if you didn't love it, you wouldn't ask. You love it. And you want that bitch to look you in your face and be like, oh, yes, daddy, it's yours. It's yours.
You imagine if she said nothing? Then what y'all gonna do? What if she said no?
Listen, I'd never asked that question. I never was interested in asking that question.
Safe.
Never. Because
I just imagine if you into it and you really giving her, oh hi kitty. You really giving her
my damn screen window.
Child, you giving her your best work. Like you giving her your best work, and you be like, damn, baby, is it mine? And she's like, no. Like what do you want?
Like, go limp so fast. You don't want no real bitch answering no questions in the bedroom. You don't want no real bitch answering no questions in the bedroom.
Right. Y'all fuck around and fuck your own vibe up. Ask it, like, let it be great.
Yeah.
Like
but that's why I never asked
right now.
I say all the time, niggas talk their way out of pussy every chance they get.
I need some. It's hot. Yes.
If you are looking for an honest answer, when you say whose is it, you a damn fool.
For real. Yeah.
Just mind your business.
Mind your business. Especially if she's not your wife.
That's right.
Do women ask men that too?
No, because we still struggling for the nut.
This my best friend. You my best friend. So you my best friend.
Because where is our nut, sir?
Oh man.
Oh shit.
54% of women lie about their orgasms. 54.
Up it.
Yeah.
Up it.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Up it.
Y'all hear that? That's a big number.
Up it.
54% of women lie about their nut. I mean, yeah, they lie about their nut. They answer questions to please and hope that that's going to build up your ego, so it'll up your performance in the bedroom. That's it. We 9 times out of 10,
so we could get right. Y'all need to stop lying. Okay?
9 times out of 10, you know it ain't yours.
It ain't.
Yeah, that's why I never asked.
I know it ain't yours. It's mine.
That's why I never asked.
It is mine. That's mine.
Now, if you fuck with me and I say, and you go, whose is it? And I say, oh, it's mine.
He's gonna deal with that, but if you just straight up say no, he's gonna go limp.
They might go limp with either one because they like control. You know, they like owning shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I think men really need to realize, that as much as we admire, love, and desire and stroke our ego, we give y'all a lot that you just simply don't deserve. I'm just being honest.
Like,
wow.
I mean, that goes back and forth, but
I don't think men give women too much of what they don't deserve. I don't. And I'm talking about what she said in particular. Like, sometimes you can really love a man, and his peen size ain't really all like what you need, but you love that man, and you tell him it's all of the things, and it's not all the things.
Dick always feel better when they love you.
But
I'm just saying.
Wow. Shouldn't him giving you your time matter? Shouldn't that matter? Like, is that an important thing? Giving you your time, someone spending time with you, quality.
What do you?
What does that have to do with? Yours?
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
So, peen, like you said, peen
Yo,
size. Sometimes their peen size isn't what they think it is. But, and I've experienced this before, women's sex game ain't what they thought it was, or their head game ain't what they thought it was. And we stroke their ego too. So, I mean,
see,
I don't
for the same exact reasons. Like, oh yeah, it was great.
I don't see men over exaggerating in the bedroom for to respond.
Yeah, that's real.
We over exaggerate to respond. We moan louder because we know that y'all like that.
Have any of y'all ever faked an orgasm? Let's start there.
I have.
What'd you say?
I said, have any of them ever faked an orgasm?
I have a couple times. It was whack. I wanted it to be over with.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I've gotten to a point in my 30s. I've gotten to a point in my 30s where I'm no longer standing for whack dick. And if it's whack, you're leaving. I'm getting up. Because I've got way too many toys in my room to sit here and waste my time catching a body that's not gonna make me come.
Thank you. Because why is it fair that you get to get yours and I don't?
And I don't get to get mine. And then when we start making it transactional, now we're a bunch of hussies. So
exactly. How do we get here?
The thing is the statistics is 98% of the time men have their orgasm.
I believe that.
Generally speaking, this is a statistic. You can roll your eyes all you want. I don't care.
I'm gonna get mine. I don't care.
Look it up. You want me to go get the book?
But you're the move of most men.
Is that the book he's talking about? Look up that book called Who's
No, it's a different book. I am gonna order that book, but it's a different book. It's a different book written by a gynecologist.
Whose vagina is it? Wow, what a hell of a title.
Right.
That's real.
Wow.
Whose vagina is it, huh?
But statistically speaking, 98% of the time, men are always going to get their nut. If you're just the 2% that don't want to hurt the bitch's feelings, then good for you. You know, that's on you.
I'm a huge advocate for making a man understand that if I get mine, if I don't, like, I'll give you a pass the first time, maybe, because I know, like, it's right. Like, I know it's good. So you're excited, cool. But listen to me clear. Like, that's not going to be a pattern. Like, you're going to have to figure it out, or I'm just not, you can't touch me. I love reciprocity in the bedroom, in communication, in gifts. I love reciprocity. So if I give you some good and I make you nut, you're going to have to figure it out. I don't know how long it's going to take you, but figure it out. Please and thank you.
All right. So,
okay.
We're gonna wrap that one.
All right, talk to her nicely now. Talk to her nicely.
Right. Listen, hey,
talk to him nicely.
Please and thank you.
Sex should be a two-way street. We got to get out of that mindset that sex is only for men and making babies. Like,
no,
and I think that a lot of people still live in that time where it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be pleased. Yeah, well, guess what? Me too.
Right.
I mean, just stop being lazy.
Figure it out. Just like y'all don't like y'all's peen sucked the same way. We don't want. Some people are not. Some women don't orgasm from penetration. Some women only orgasm from clitoral stimulation.
Cunnilingus.
Some women need both. Some women need it from anal. You don't know if you don't try. And a lot of times men go into sex with women on some, I'm about to demolish this shit, and then y'all sitting here doing all that extra thumping, and 9 times out of 10, you ain't even gotta do all that. You don't even gotta do all that. Because if you hit the button right, when you ask her if it's yours, she's gonna say yeah.
And real quick, just to harp on what Tori said before we hop on to the next topic. Everybody, men and women, get to know your body, because if you don't know the shit, how the hell is your partner gonna learn it?
Yeah, and that's why I am a big advocate for masturbation all day. You want toys? Come holler at your girl. I got you. Like,
I'm gonna hit you up, Tori. But let me say this, right, real quick. No, real quick. Y'all men need to stop watching so much porn. And I'm serious about this because I think y'all be hella desensitized about what it takes to make a woman come. Y'all don't pay attention because you're so focused on getting yours, because y'all like visually stimulated. Y'all watch porn and you're so one-sided. It's like you're not understanding that this is a mutual exchange of energy and affection and penetration, et cetera, that y'all are not really taking the time to understand. And that's why you're not making your woman climax.
And to harp on that real quick, I've noticed that porn is, of course, the scene is over once the man comes, right? Usually. But there's not a lot of emphasis on, there's not a lot of emphasis on the women coming. It's hard as hell to find a clip of women just coming, unless it's like a lesbian scene or something like that. Like, a lot of them said they have to fake them on camera.
A lot of so as somebody that is in that industry, a lot of women do have to fake it in order, for the scene to go well. But that one of the reasons why I respect a lot of like the amateur stuff is because it's real for them. They're not being set up with the lights, camera, action, and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's also why it's important. Like, if you need a visual, you gotta watch porn, fine. But don't oversaturate yourself with these Hollywood porn scenarios, where you think you're gonna find me on a construction site and been like, no, it doesn't work like that.
Or a woman being so willing and excited when you do something. Sometimes that just doesn't work for us. Like, what is that? I don't like that. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think taking the time and really, even if it is casual, even, whatever, like taking the time to get to know who you're sleeping with and getting to know their likes and their dislikes, their hard nose, asking the questions that you wouldn't normally ask is really important. You got women in marriages who are stuck in these long-term marriages that have never orgasmed, and it blows my mind. Blows my mind. And the amount of women that have admitted to that, the numbers are
DJ Envy's wife. DJ
Hmm?
Envy's wife.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Hey,
whoa,
whoa.
A great example.
It's true. She said it on live, like on his show.
No, it's public. It's public.
That's public information. This is in a book.
Okay.
She said it in the book.
Envy, I didn't say that.
We know.
It's no shade, but I just think that a lot of men just operate in that sex is a conquest, and it's not.
Boom.
It's not a conquest. It's a team sport.
It can be a conquest, but you have to get. You have to
But
get.
But it ain't the men's fault if we don't win the game if the women don't speak up.
Well, there are many reasons why women don't speak up, but I agree. I agree that, and I've said it 1,000 times. You bitches need to stop lying about your nut.
Yeah,
Megan Thee Stallion said it best. I ain't lying about my nut just to make a nigga happy. I'm not doing that. If I'm not nutting, you're not nutting. Get out.
Everybody, you're messing it up for everybody.
All right, so let's wrap that one because we kind of up against it. We still got 2 more to go. So let's go through this one real quick. I believe this one was Sammy's. I never talk about our relationship with my friend or friends.
If
So
women
you
say
want to
that,
go to that, Sammy?
if women say that, they're a fucking lie.
A whole ass lie, because the group chat be booming.
Okay, pictures and all. Videos, pictures.
Really? So I thought
screenshots.
women only did that with guys they date, not their actual man.
people that are your actual man, there's a specific friend that we talk to for that, and that's our best friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the friend that's been there, been through the ups, the downs, the ins and outs. She was at the wedding, she was at the divorce, she was at the new wedding. That the best friend is the best friend that we, and not saying that we go into full-on detail, because I believe that women that respect their relationships fully are not going to dive in depth about what's happening in their relationships to anyone.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject. So like long-term relationships, for me, I don't think it's even healthy to tell someone everything. You know what I mean? Because a lot of it is just simply something that you two need to work on together, because when you get through it, you don't want the judgment of anybody. Like y'all need to personally work on things together. But I'll tell you, like if I'm dating a guy, I'm not really in a committed relationship. Trust and believe. I talk to the girls about the things. Like I talk to the girls about the things. But some things I think women, you should just not talk to your friends about. Some things have to be off limits for real, because it's dangerous. And women can be something else.
Women are spiteful,
Very
The
spiteful.
minute you tell us that he did something wrong, we hate him forever.
Yeah, he really never recovers from our judgment.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, why is that though? Because I mean, everybody goes through it, right? So I'm sure your friends in those same group chats could be going through stuff similar as well. You know
we don't
what I mean?
care. We just hate you. Like if you do our girl dirty,
Damn.
you do our girl dirty, you do something filthy to our girl, we just hate you. Like you can
I think it's one of those things where when you tell your woman group something, we are now looking through a magnifying glass at this person.
That's a fact.
And when we see a slight slip, for us is big enough to be a bigger slip. So I feel like, things, and again, this also depends on who you're friends with and things like that. Like, there's nothing that can ever make, unless I have seen things that really just makes me dislike a person. I don't care if they change or not. I just don't like a certain treatment that was given to my friend. If my friend feels like she needs to just disclose something or just to vent, just to get something off her chest, because I know she ain't leaving her man. I know they ain't about to divorce. I know that she ain't about to break up her family. She just needs to vent. I can take that. But when you calling me all the time and this nigga did this nigga did this nigga did this nigga did that, yeah, I ain't gonna like that nigga no more. Like, no,
and I'm judging after a while. Like,
yeah. But I think, that also comes with, just like we talk about healthy relationships between, our significant others, is that you also have to have healthy platonic friendships with your friends. Like you need to be able to assess those boundaries with them as well. Can you confide in your friend about certain things that you make? Because we all need to vent. Y'all piss us off, and I'm pretty sure we piss y'all off. And y'all probably be in the group chat like, I can't wait to get out this house tonight and go drink because my wife is getting on my fucking nerves. You know what I'm saying? And then your boys who are level-headed and understand that relationships has its ups and its downs, y'all gonna go out, y'all gonna have a few drinks, y'all gonna be like, nigga, just go home and fuck your wife and shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are not going, a good friend is not going to try to weave their way out or weave them in a way to fucking, cheat or step out or whatever it is. Yep. And it's the same thing with women, as long as we are just as level-headed. So I think it's kind of, it goes into reading the room, knowing who your friends are, and keeping certain things on the hush. Certain things in your relationship doesn't need to be anybody's business.
At all. Nobody's business, because some of it is just too messy, and we simply just don't want to know. But shout out to DJ Wade. He said women love each other's drama.
Listen, I love a good tea. I love a good tea time. So
yeah.
So all in all, every guy should know, if you're in a relationship, her best friends know a good deal of what you do.
We know a good deal.
Yeah.
We know
Even if you're not in a relationship, I think even if you're not in a relationship, if she likes you, her best friend knows.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was dating someone and I fucked up, and I ended up meeting her best friend after the fact. And you have to own your shit, fellas, too. If you fucked up, own your shit. I fucked up, and her best friend let me know. She was like, "Yo, I know." That's all she had to say to me. She was like, "I know," gave me a side eye. And I was like, "Yeah, I know, I fucked up." So own your shit.
Are you single or in a relationship? Just
Me, I'm single.
Oh, okay. I could tell.
Damn, is that good or bad? What the hell?
No, it's not good or bad. It's just I'm hip. I can tell. That's all.
I remember going through
being single is a good thing. Like,
okay,
I remember. I mean, sometimes people say, "Oh, I could tell you're single because like you're like of your attitude or how you carry yourself, like in a bad way." Or
no, it's not bad. No,
I remember going through a whole situation, and my ex he was my boyfriend at the time. Reached out to my best friend because my family are the friends that I've made. My village are not blood related. These are people that I've met along the way.
I love
and that. My best friend is like, that's the person whose opinion matters to me. And he reached out to my best friend like, listen, I know I fucked up. I know I've been fucking up and she keeps taking me back, and I'm sorry, and I mean it this time, and I'm gonna marry her. And she not only ripped him a new asshole, but then told him, if you propose to her and she says yes, I'm not coming to that wedding. Ooh. And I was just like,
ooh, okay.
Wow.
First of all, once you go to my friend, you know you fucked up. Because if you can't even talk to me, you're talking to my friend, that's not gonna make me feel better. At all. I don't think it's cute. Me personally. Who is DJ Wade talking about?
I
don't know, but
I am not co-signing that.
Like DJ Wade, who you want to fight?
Oh, okay, I see. By running your business, you running your value. Okay.
Well, ruining your value.
She was ready for the shits.
I'm like, who you talking?
I seen it coming. I said, man, I'm about to duck, man.
Yeah. You want to
no unnecessary blows coming this way.
We start talking about marriage material. That is a whole nother conversation. Lord.
Right. All right, so let's get out of that one, and then Tori, Remy, you said you had one, right?
Yeah, and this is about things that men, because I'm the woman, lie. Well, I could like women, but anyways, people lie about in committed relationships, right? Okay, this is my one. And I think that this is a problem, and why for a long time I was single for a long time because I was just sick of the bullshit. But the relationship with their exes, I think that people lie about that far too commonly than is necessary. Because let me give you an example. Okay, I'm from the city of Boston, and I love my city. And every time I think about doing a speed dating or a singles night, I'm like, I ain't doing that shit because it's so messy. You know what I'm saying? People got so many minions trailing behind them. Once they start talking to somebody and they get serious, right? And I've experienced this. This makes me mad. You start talking to somebody and they might be a little bit well known in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like Boston Swamp. Everybody know already. But what you sometimes don't realize is that one guy that you're talking to that you like, and he claimed to like you and only talking to you two, got 13 little skiots and little minions in his DMs that just really are holding on to hope and for him to pull up one more time. Like, it's exhausting. You could go out. Let's say we go to the mix. Shout out to the Mix Boston. We go outside. We just trying to have a couple drinks. There's 5 women that might have texted him, really? Because these women don't know how to play their position. Like, he's clearly dealing with me. Can you just move? Can you just not? And if you ask them, how many women think that you're their man? They're going to say, none. I'm completely single. And it ain't true. Because they keep ties here and there for whatever their personal reasons are. And
I'll be honest, I think that's a woman problem.
What you mean?
I think that's a woman problem. I think that you know, just again, and it always stems back to the first thing, which is reading the room. If he moving single, he's single. Just because you're doing the extra, just because you maybe making the extra meal or taking the extra trip or giving the extra coochie, it doesn't mean nothing. If that man is moving, like a single man is not going to go to a married man, or a man in a committed relationship is not going to go to a mixer of single people.
Right. But what I'm saying is the if you ask him, are you dating anyone else? And he says he's only dating you. I feel like people lie about their relationships with their exes or their old little side things. I feel like they lie about it instead of just saying, yeah, I got.
I think people don't understand the difference between dating and sex.
No, that's a fact. But see, me, I'm clear on it. But
I mean, I think they understand it. I just think what it is, you know, if you understand Tori is not going to go for you're dating other people. And, you know, Remy's like, okay, cool. No problem with it. You know, me being that guy, I'm going to be like, you know, well, shit, I don't want to lose Tori until I can figure out which one I want. So I'm not going to. So that's how I see that.
I'm sorry, that face wasn't for you. That face was for DJ Wade. My bad.
Oh, no, that's all right. I just keep seeing it pop up there, and I'm like,
he's on.
I won't catch no strays.
Because the title, because see, now we got selective reading because the title says
men lie, women lie.
Yeah, we both.
Don't listen, beloved. If you're gonna come here with the nonsense, let's not.
Little, come back, little.
I was trying to move before she started swinging. She's swinging on him. I don't want no part of this.
I've been chilling. And the crazy thing is that we have been discussing back and forth the cons of men and women. But this Negro Dactyl over here wants to do all the nonsense about but y'all. We have acknowledged that, beloved.
No, we
just got him. He admitted that he just got him. He admitted.
We can speak up without.
You are just selective, and you just want women to continue to be apologists.
Right. We can speak up. We can speak up without. We don't have to disagree with what they're saying. We can agree with what they're saying, or we can look at it objectively as we have.
So spicy to you.
We are capable of seeing each other's points of views.
You see him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, you about to set Tori off.
Listen, he don't want none of this smoke.
But listen, so to go to Tori's point from another perspective of it being a woman thing too, women like to push that issue to see if they can fuck with a guy while another girl's with him too. Guys will do it, but not as blatantly as a woman. Like a woman will come by and rub a guy's arm while he's in the club with his girl or something crazy, or like you said, shoot him a text. Like really?
I don't like shit like
really? Like, come on, like don't. You know what I mean? Like women do that. I've seen it. Like that's just crazy. Like why would you do that? Leave that dude alone. He's with his girl. Like, why are you trying to push?
Women do that all the time. It validates something in them. I'm gonna tell y'all a crazy story. I went to a popular breakfast spot in Boston. I'm still mad about this, and it was like 8 years ago. Okay, I was with the guy I was dealing with at the time. Please tell me why the waitress came up to the table and she asked what we want to drink. We both answered. Then she asked what he wants to eat. Baby got every single detail from how lightly charred he wanted his toast, if he wanted extra orange juice with the pulp or not, and walks off. She didn't even ask me what I wanted to eat. And baby just didn't even come back. Like,
I think that's a sense of pride in women, which I personally dislike.
I'm still
when women see a man that they are either interested in or a man that they have had previous dealings with, and they think that they can, you know, it's kind of like you want to ruffle the feathers a little bit because you want to make her mad, and I've seen men get off on that. Like I believe women getting off on the prowl is wrong completely, in my opinion. Like that man is with another woman. If he's moving single, he's single. You know, if he ain't doing what most boyfriends do, which is, you know, the quality time, checking in, making it be known that he is exclusive with you and all those other things. Like if he's moving single, he's single. And
I just
accept
feel like they should play their position.
Right. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if he's moving single and I see him out with you, okay. It's now my choice. I'm either gonna keep fucking him or fucking with him, or I'm gonna be like, you know what? This ain't my scene. You like to be out and about with a whole bunch of other women. I don't want to be involved. I'm out.
Tasha is telling the truth. But like, can we be ladies about it? Can we be ladies about it? Because I'm sick and tired of going outside with my pretty little outfit and seeing girls fighting. And y'all fighting over something that you can't even get to drop off bill money. Like, I need y'all to relax with fighting over something that you can't even get to pay a car note. Like, we too pretty for that. My shoes, my hair, like, y'all gotta stop. And that's my request. I put up a whole post about it today. Like, let's just be gorgeous in these streets. And let these men do what they're doing, because baby, it has not lowered or increased your tax score. He has not paid an bill, and he does not care. He's still gonna do it and say he didn't. So why are you messing up your good hair and your little outfit?
That's wild. What the hell going on?
It's a child. It ain't crazy.
I'm gonna take that as a sign for us to.
No, you know, boys on video games.
Oh yeah. I still do it, sir. Hey, but
boys and men on video games.
Yeah, I'm 47 and I still be yelling at the damn TV, but that's a whole nother topic. Hey, but we're up against
your friend.
Definitely don't do the video games. All set with that.
Main the only one that don't play.
I love video games.
Yeah. Main's a rare breed. I don't understand.
Let me tell you something. Don't bother me when I'm on my Sims, and I won't bother you when you're on your Call of Duty. Okay?
Hey, yeah, that's true.
I don't play them games either, man. So this is me and you right here.
Whatever. But
I'll be on the metaverse going.
See?
Can I say something to you, Sparring Minds, fellas, real quick? And this is a question, because you guys are doing the season finale, and I also know that our takeover was a part of you celebrating 150 episodes. I want to know, how did y'all keep it going this long? Because too many people start something and give up.
I feel like that was a read.
Oh man, that's a
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
go ahead, man.
How we kept it together so long.
I think
I think just honesty, right? We're real friends in real life. So like, you know, we've all made a pact that if the camera stopped rolling tomorrow, the five of us will still be brothers. You know what I mean? So I think that's the one thing. We definitely have several disagreements. Our disagreements be crazy.
We fight all the time.
The group chat, the stuff that doesn't make it on camera. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's real friends. I don't feel like you're gonna not go through stuff with people who are your real friends, and we've all been through real stuff throughout this past 4-year journey. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just think being real friends, being open and honest with each other, and nobody's a yes man. Like if someone doesn't like something or doesn't agree with something like that, or even like you said, was speaking up about stuff that you may be going through with your relationship, your friends will be there to tell you like, you're fucking up. You're doing this and that. They're not going to just agree with you because they're your friend. So I think just being real friends is the one thing the biggest thing that's helped keep us going.
Well, I'm proud of you guys, and I think it's real dope. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you all for the continued support.
Yeah.
Who is this? What is Wade? He is like going.
Wade getting ready for tonight.
And I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna even go there because I don't waste my time.
Wade is on a crumb tonight. I love you, Wade.
What I'm gonna say is this: we are in a time where we think that conversations between Black men and Black women are supposed to be argumentative. Y'all watch too many podcasts with men who have to scream on a microphone to get their point across. And then you watch podcasts with too many women who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, who have not experienced nothing but trauma and haven't even gotten to a place on healing their own shit. So you're expecting for grown-ass men and women to be on a podcast sparring with each other like we're in fucking Sparta. And I'm telling you right now that as an adult, we are able to have conversations without one talking over each other, without degrading each other, without disrespecting each other, and being able to see each other's point of view, whether we agree or not. We can disagree and we can move on without having to disrespect each other. But DJ Wade, do me a favor, continue staying on your turntables. Because that's your occupation, and that's where you need to be. Not having adult conversations. And I'm cussing because I can, because I'm a fucking grown-ass woman.
She said what she said.
And on that note,
It's like looking in a mirror. Not.
It's mirror time with my man Sam Little, aka Mr. Mirror Time.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the tyrant of the ball? There was a rumble double. 5 minutes it lasted. The mirror said, "You are, you can see the back."
Okay, we're back.
Yes, sir.
All right. Woo. You was getting a little hot there, huh?
You know what?
I'm never hot. I'm never hot. The thing is,
to Tori's point, a lot of podcasts use clickbait, and that's why they use those bold and brazen statements just to get people to watch. Yeah.
I get it.
And then it's also a sense of immaturity as well. You know, if you're not, you know, I'm a cusser. That's how I operate. That doesn't take a dig at my intelligence. I'm a college educated Black woman. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't need anybody to try to discredit who I am or how intelligent I am because I want to say fuck. I think the most intelligent people cuss, in my opinion.
Hello.
But I just think that to come on a space where we are discussing men and women, this isn't one-sided. It's very clear what the title is: Men Lie, Women Lie. And you come in on your, you know, Captain Save a Nigga carpet, you know, screeching for the Negrodactyls because you want to see some type of you know, galactic star between men and women. And this is the biggest issue that we have right now is this men versus women.
Yeah, we don't do that on this part.
And we're not doing that if you want to see it. But you know, if you want to see it, you can go on Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, I know him personally, and I know that he's really funny. And sometimes he says things jokingly, and he will just, you know, rile the room up for a reaction. I don't think my DJ Wade mean any real harm.
Well,
DJ Wade is a Negrodactyl.
Negrodactyl. That sounds like some shit Payne would say. That sounds like a word Payne would say.
Negrodactyl is hilarious.
Thank you. I gotta put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. It make the visual hilarious.
Negrodactyls and pick Neanderthals.
Ooh.
Little, let's get that mirror time, man. We up against it.
Okay, well, today's mirror time is tell a lie once and all your truths become questionable. That's how we'll kick off.
That's valid. Because once someone lies to me, I don't believe shit they say after that.
Yeah.
I believe what nobody say, usually.
Yeah, I start to question everything after that.
Y'all got any parting shots before we get out of here? Any shout outs, anything like that? Remy, we'll do the guests first because y'all are guests.
Well, thank you. I want to thank the fellas of the Sparring Mind podcast for having me tonight. Obviously, if this is your season finale, who better than me and Tori to pull up? But thank you so much for having me. I always have a great time. You guys have a great platform, and it's an honor to be here. But I will say this. I will be remiss if I do not say, join me on Wednesday nights from 9 to 11 p.m. on the Urban Heat 98.1 FM as I give you that Lux level R&B. If you love R&B, just come see me. Point.
Remy in the city.
And thank you so much to Sparring Minds as well for having me. I think this is my second my second time, and I always enjoy myself. You can check me out at every burlesque show that I do in Somerville, with Lipstick Criminals and with the Slut Cracker. And you can also check out my podcast with my co-host and one of my homegirls, Pinky Mix, which is called Two Bald-Headed Hoes Podcast. So yeah, thank you for having us again.
Well, we gotta pull up the podcast. We still
yes. Well, we've had shows out the ass after Slut Cracker that it has been crazy. We just finished our Janet show at the end of April. So now we find, and then we just finished our class series last week. So now we are back on with our time and all that stuff. So definitely we're gonna have the Sparring Minds pulling up for that one.
And Remy, because I want to know what that's like.
Yeah, absolutely, girl. We're about to friend request you right now.
Yeah, know what's going on. That sounds very interesting.
Little, you got shout outs, parting shots, season finale, man.
Shout out to All Love, Charles Jones, throwing us all in the movie. Shout out to my man Hightower who can't be here today. And no more good games, Hightower.
Yo, come on, man.
But moving on.
Man, you got any?
Nah, man. Shout out to the crew, man. Shout out to Hightower. Shout out to Capo. All Love, August 3rd. Capitol Theater in Arlington. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. Pull up. It's a one night only type of event. And it's gonna be it's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good time. So
aren't you coaching a tournament this week?
It's my weekend has been crazy.
I see the both of y'all now that I think about it.
So tomorrow I'm actually a part of the Community Peace Cookout, the second annual Community Peace Cookout that'll be at Roberts Park across from Dorchester High. So it's a dope thing. Shout out to the OG Craig Carter for putting me on with that. Yeah. And then I'm gonna try to make my way down to Washington Park to coach in the East-West All-Star game for the OTL League in honor of our fallen OG and brother Jesse Stokes. So
yeah, sure. And of course, the season finale. As you can see, two of our brothers ain't here. Shout out to Hightower and Hustle. They had some things going on out of town, so they couldn't be here. Shout out to Poca. She was supposed to be on tonight. She's sick. We got something in the works similar to the Summer Love episode that Tori was a part of that we're going to be working on this summer. So keep an eye out for that. We got the Father's Day brunch coming up on Father's Day that we're doing here at the crib. Fellas, all fathers, good fathers, hit us up so we can get y'all that invite. Also, we got our podcast mixer we're going to be doing. We're going to try
hosted by Remy, right?
Yes, the mixer.
Oh, you don't say, because what?
We're going to try to get the mixer hosted by Remy, decorated by Poca, and I'm a drag DJ Dex over here too. But and then of course, All Love, as we've been mentioning, the movie, it comes out August 3rd. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets on Eventbrite. Get y'all outfit ready because I'm about to put some people to shame. So
you better.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, man. And season 10 is gonna be great. We got some great things in store for y'all. We got some women's t-shirts on the way. We got an ad menu. So if you got businesses and you want to get some ad space on our show, we'll have a menu set up for you. So we got a lot of things in the work for season 10. I'm excited about that. And I'm excited for this off season. So
congratulations, guys.
Thank you all for coming down, chilling with us.
Sparring Minds, season 9, episode 155 in the
books.
Oh,
yes, sir.
It's a lot of episodes.
See y'all at the end of the summer.
155 is a lot.